Hey, it's Dave D from DaveD.com, where we help you generate better leads or more clients by creating virtual sales presentations that don't cost you more money in marketing or cost you a lot of time. You can do these very, very quickly. Today, I want to go through the three biggest mistakes, though, someone makes when they are creating a virtual sales presentation. When you're doing a consultation with a prospect, whether it's via Zoom or whether it's via Skype or over the telephone, it doesn't matter. When you're trying to close the sale virtually, there are three big mistakes that people are making that are costing them sales. Now, we know with what's going on in the world right now that your ability to close sales with not being face to face with the person is mission critical. And that's not going to go away anytime soon, if ever. So, what we need to do is we need to make our sales presentations, our virtual sales presentations, as powerful as we possibly can. And so, here are three mistakes that you want to avoid. Mistake number one is not having your prospect pre-framed before they meet with you. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means that they need to know you, like you, and trust you, and already consider you to be the authority, the celebrity, and the expert before you ever meet with them for a virtual consultation. If you don't, you're going to have a much more difficult time closing the sale. So we want to pre-frame our prospects. Now, there are a number of ways to do that. One of the ways is how we generate the lead in the first place, how we generate the appointment in the first place. But then there's also things that we can do after the prospect has scheduled a consultation with us and before they meet with us that will help in that process as well. For example, you can have a video presentation that you do before the prospect actually meets with you. So again, they already know who you are. They consider you to be the authority and the expert. The next big mistake number two that folks make is that they talk to prospects who are not pre-qualified. So we want to meet with a prospect who we know something about before we meet with them. We don't want to go through the entire discovery phase during the consultation. And so in fact, there's some prospects who we don't want to meet with at all. So it's mission critical that, again, lead source has a lot to do with that, but also you want to have them fill out some kind of application or information form that collects critical information that you really need about the prospect. Number one, to qualify them, make sure that they are someone who you're going to talk with, or number two, that you get information that you need that'll help you during your sales presentation to close the sale. But the biggest mistake that people make is mistake number three, and is not following a proven script. You cannot wing it. Now, you shouldn't be winging it in one-on-one presentations, but although the truth is, it's a little bit easier to do in a one-on-one presentation. When it's a virtual presentation, man, you need to have a tight script, a tight blueprint, so you know from where you're going, from where you're starting to where you're going. So your script is so important. I remember way back many years ago when I was a professional magician, I had a whole bunch of folks calling me up. A lot of them weren't pre-qualified because I didn't know all of this stuff, asking about my show. And I was spending money on marketing, spending money on generating a lead, and I wasn't closing the sale. And the reason was I was winging it. It wasn't until I followed a proven script, and I actually created a script book that I had that sat right with me, that when I was talking to them on the telephone, I would go through my script. And I can tell you that was the biggest game changer for me, because I started converting a lot more of those phone calls into actual money, into actual shows. And it wouldn't have happened if I did not follow a script. So to review, number one, make sure that your prospects are pre-framed. They know you, like you, trust you, and consider you to be the authority, the celebrity, and the expert before you ever meet with them virtually. Number two, collect information on them. Pre-qualify your prospect before you ever talk to them. Make sure that number one, they're going to be good for you to talk to in the first place, so you're not wasting your time. And number two, collect information that you need in order to close the sale. And then number three, make sure above all else that you have a solid script and you follow it. So if you got some value from this video, do me a favor, like the video and subscribe to this channel. Also, if you want to discover how to create virtual presentations that close sales like crazy, go to daved.com and sign up for my daily D-mail newsletter. And you also get a really cool report that shows you exactly how to do it. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.